tuning in, and welcome to France. Paris, France, to be exact. This is Paris, France, circa 1700s, mid 1700s. Beautiful city. I'm just going for a walk through town right now, through Paris, and I'm just getting a feel for the city. I'm getting to know the city. I'm forming a connection with the city because, as you know, if you know your environment in the Assassin's Creed games, then you're better off for it. It's a beautiful town. I'm very impressed with this game so far, and for those of you who are not acquainted with the AC games, you're basically, they take place in the near future where you're able to access the memories of your paternal and maternal forebears, your ancestors. You can live through previous lives lived based on, this technology is able to tap into your genetic memories in your DNA. And you relive your past lives, and it's... apparently, not everyone reacts well to the technology. Some people can recall things much more vividly, and so they're selected by a corporation known as Abstergo, which is an offshoot of the Templar Knights. Now, the Templar Knights, the modern Templar Knights, of course, they don't exist anymore. They're now, corporation. The Templar Knights have since branched off into many corporations, and one of them is Abstergo. And the reason Abstergo exists, they're the inventors, the innovators, and the discoverers of the Animus technology. The Animus is the technology that allows people to tap into their genetic memories. So that's what's going on here. I'm tapping into a previous life lived by my ancestor here. His name is Amos, I believe. I'm just starting the game, and his father was assassinated by the Templar Knights. Well, not officially, but the Knights Templar were infiltrated from within. Apparently his dad knew secrets, and the Knights Templar were the guardians of secrets. They had access to lost knowledge. And so this company, Abstergo, is using this Animus technology to peer into the past and rediscover what the ancient secret society known as the Templar Knights, of course, which was affiliated with the Catholic Church, the Roman Catholic Church, rediscover what they knew. And they had some advanced technology back then, which Abstergo, the corporation, calls the Apples of Eden. Now, these Apples of Eden are, let me give you the official wording on Wikipedia. Some of this technology that these ancient secret societies had... Wow, look at this guy. He's huge. Some of the technology that they had in their possession was the ability to retain your youth. To live hundreds of years. Hundreds. There are supposedly people in the past who lived hundreds of years. Now, it's the stuff. It's the stuff of Tolkien. It's the stuff of George R.R. Martin and fantasy. It has been, but according to major religious texts, which, according to religion, is real history, people lived hundreds of years. And there are things like the Philosopher's Stone. There are things like, in this game, which is fictional, of course, the Apples of Eden, certain of these... Now, the Apples of Eden are many different types of technology. One of them is the Fountain of Youth, which is very scientific. It's almost viral in nature. it's an immortal gene, which it's complicated and it's fiction, but again, myth is an exaggeration of what used to be a real thing, you know. So let's get on with the first mission, just to give you a little. I don't want to go on here. I just wanted to. I don't actually want to show you the game, though it's a beautiful game. There's all sorts of tradesmen. You can find all sorts of people. It's a living, breathing world. There's carpenters, boat makers, brewers, beer makers, farmers, of course, in the country, though not in the city. You have blacksmiths. You got this guy selling medicine, some sort of tonic or some sort of snake oil. It's a beautifully detailed world, which I credit Ubisoft, man. They're incredible. So that's the main premise of Assassin's Creed games. And it's about there are two factions that fight to control the Apples of Eden. There are the Knights Templar, who want it and want to use the technology to gain power via, corporate enterprise. Market it. Take the technology and market it. Of course, the Fountain of Youth is something they keep for themselves. Eternal life is something they keep for themselves. But certain technologies they use to, create business. And that's why they're selecting selective participants who have, in accord with their specific genome. Not everybody can tap into the Animus. I mean, the Animus can't tap into everyone's DNA. Only certain people who are, I don't know, they call it a brotherhood and a sisterhood. In many cases, I think in this case, the main character of the game here is the past life of a female protagonist in this game. So it has nothing to do with your gender. You could have been a man in your past life or a woman. Many times over. So again, what I was saying was Abstergo uses this technology to gain ancient lost knowledge for many reasons. To empower themselves and their health. To create corporate enterprise. And many other reasons. The list goes on and on. And then you have the other faction, which is the Assassin Brotherhood, which keeps an eye on the Knights Templar. They work in the dark. Their motto is they serve the light by working in the dark. What they do is they make sure tyranny does not result from the Apples of Eden, from just, advanced technology, advanced science. And, of course, corporate tyranny, medical tyranny. The Assassin Brotherhood, they operate in the shadows and make sure that no, they don't take advantage. The Knights Templar, operates the world and does it in a way where, in a just way, and not in a tyrannical, evil way. So that is what the main premise of the AC games usually is that there's a war. There's been an age, a constant civil war between these two secret societies. You hear a lot of things about Illuminati and things like that. All of that is mentioned in this game. And there are two sides to, as it says there, high society and secret societies, to put it bluntly. So before I go, I'm just going to show you, how this game works, and you play out your memories. And so again, in this game, this person here is trying to find out why his dad was killed by the Knights Templar.
Bonsoir, Olivier. Has Monsieur de la Serre returned?
Senor de la Serre is not expected until late.
Ah, well. I suppose I'll just pass the time with Elise, then.
Don't get your hopes up just yet. Mademoiselle is at a private soiree, in her honor, at the palace.
A party? I wasn't invited.
Neither were the horses.
I'm sure she just misplaced my invitation. I'll find my own way in. How late is late?
Perhaps an hour, perhaps 3, perhaps not at all. I do not question the comings and goings of my betters.
Excellent
Here, then.
voice acting. Always. And every single one of these games. And there's been over a dozen. Voice acting. Superb. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this little story. Beautiful modern work of art. That's what these video games are, folks. These are the current day equivalent masterpieces of... This is modern day artistic genius at work here. Yes, people still paint, people still sculpt, and people still build some wonderfully, beautifully wrought and ornate architecture and buildings. But I think video games are a modern day version of artistic ingenuity at its best. It's just virtual reality is just the future. It's going to get more complex and real, and it's absolutely stunning. A truly modern masterpiece in artwork here. I think I might just go watch the sunset. Go find a beach somewhere, and as the sun begins to set, I may just go and watch it and know it's not the real thing, but it's relaxing. Be well, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Take care. Be well. Have fun. Remember to stop and smell those roses from time to time. Your mind and body will thank you for it. Be well. Take care.